In this story, there are six people. There is a colleague, a business partner, a boss, a customer, a client, and a writer. The colleague, the business partner, the boss, and the writer all live in the same house because the boss started a business in his house, and this is the cheapest way to start the business. What the business does is write books for kids. They teach them a lot of things. They teach them names of body parts, things people can find in a kitchen, and they teach them names of different foods. The boss can draw really good. His business partner is an accountant and buys the things that the business needs. They have a colleague that is an assistant, and then there is a writer who writes the books. They have a customer who wants a book about body parts, and they have a client that wants a book about things in a house and a book about food. The boss is scared that they won't finish the books, but the business partner tells the boss that he shouldn't be scared but proud because they have a customer and a client that both want books. Now the boss is proud instead of scared because he thinks that the customer and the client will both like the books they are going to write. The boss also feels relieved because of what his business partner said to him. The writer starts to write the book about body parts. He first writes about the moth because he is going to teach the kids about the tongue and the teeth. He writes that the tongue is the body part that helps us to taste food. If we didn't have a tongue, we wouldn't be able to taste. He also says if we didn't have a tongue, we would not be able to talk. He says that the teeth help people eat food. He writes it is very important to clean your teeth because if we don't clean our teeth, we can have problems and we will have to remove the teeth from our mouth. Then he writes about the waist. The waist is near the stomach. He says some people have big waists because they are fat and some people have little waists because they are thin. When he writes about the wrists, the writer says that people use their wrists to throw things. People use their wrists to throw balls, to throw knives, to throw almost anything. He writes wrists are very important. The boss then draws the pictures for the book and gives it to the customer, and the customer is very proud of the book and relieved that they finished it. He is a little sad because he doesn't like the pictures the boss drew, but he does like what the writer wrote. Now the writer is going to write about the things you can find in a house. He first writes about a kitchen. In a kitchen you can find a cupboard. The cupboard is where people put their plates and cups. The cupboard is very important in a kitchen. Then he writes about the curtains. You can find curtains by the window. People have curtains for their windows because people don't want their neighbors to see in their house. People think that curtains are important because they want to talk and not have other people watch them. They can also find a dishwasher in a kitchen. People have dishwashers because they want the dishwasher to clean their plates, cups, and silverware. Not everyone has a dishwasher, and some people who don't have a dishwasher are sad because they want one. There is sometimes a doggy door in a house if someone has a black door in their kitchen. Why people have a doggy door is sometimes the dog wants to go to the backyard, so they go through the doggy door. People who don't have a dog probably don't have a doggy door. The colleague who is an assistant gives the book to the client when they finish the book, and the client is relieved that they finished it, but he is sad because the book is not very long. But he says it's okay. The writer is going to write the last book. It is a book about food, but food that is healthy. He first writes about beets. He writes that beets are a vegetable. A lot of people taste beets and don't like them, but he suggests that they should eat beets. Then he talks about bell peppers. He says bell peppers are a fruit. A lot of people like bell peppers with their meat. He says people taste bell peppers and some think they are delicious. Then he talks about berries. He says a berry is a type of fruit. There are many different berries. There are raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. He writes berries are very healthy and everyone should eat berries. Then he writes about biscuits. He says biscuits are a type of bread. People like biscuits with soup and also with stew. Then he talks about black beans. Black beans are a type of bean that is black. Some people eat black beans with rice, and there are some people who don't like black beans. Later, the colleague, the business partner, the writer, and the boss all give the book to the client. They are all proud of the book and relieved that they finished it.